Why do the stories from old books still matter to us today?
Old books are like treasures from the past that still have so much to say to us today. For one, they're packed with lessons that never get old. Take To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. It's all about understanding other people and standing up against what's wrong. I remember reading it and feeling inspired to be braver and kinder. It's amazing how a story from way back can push us to be our best selves now. It's a book I expect to share with my own children eventually. Then there's how these books connect us to history. Reading something like Pride and Prejudice isn't just entertaining, it's like a time machine. It shows us how people used to live, what they worried about, and how they found happiness. Chatting with my grandma about it, I found out she had the same laughs and thoughts when she read it as a young girl. It's pretty cool how stories can link different generations and give us opportunity to share our lives with each other. And don't forget, the big questions these books ask are the same ones we're all trying to answer, like in The Odyssey, where the main character is trying to figure out who he is and where he belongs. We're all on that kind of journey, right? That's why these old stories stick around. Books have a lot to teach us about life, no matter how much time passes since they were first written.
What changes should schools make to include and celebrate different cultures?
Schools are key in promoting cultural understanding and diversity. Implementing inclusive curricula, hosting cultural events, and providing language support are crucial steps. Updating curricula to include a broader spectrum of cultural perspectives enriches students' learning. For instance, integrating global histories and literature allows students to explore diverse narratives. Cultural events like International Days offer hands-on experience with different traditions through food, music, and dance. I recall an international fair at school where tasting Ethiopian injera and watching a Korean dance were not just educational, but also a celebration of diversity. Additionally, offering language support for non-native speakers and language classes for all students encourages communication and understanding. Schools embracing these changes can foster an environment that truly values and celebrates cultural diversity.
How does a country's geographical size change the way that it interacts with other countries?
Geographical size really shapes how countries play on the global stage. Big countries, think the USA or Russia, have lots of resources, making them key players in trade and giving them a strong voice in international talks. For example, the USA's vast lands allow it to be a major force in the oil market. Smaller countries like Singapore might not have those natural resources, but they get creative, focusing on things like finance or tech to make their mark. Singapore turns its small size into a plus by being a global finance hub. Also, bigger countries have more borders to watch over, making their security game more complex. So whether big or small, a country's size influences its global role from economy to security.